At the small forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 34, Mike Dunleavy. The man in the middle from Florida, number 13, Joakim Noah. And in guard, 6'3", from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. And guard, 6'7", from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. The other forward position, at 7 foot 0 inches, number 16, Pau Gasol.
It's an Eastern Conference matchup as the Toronto Raptors come into town for this one. Welcome, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Earlier this season, it was Chicago who came out on top in the last meeting against Toronto.
You know, their percentage from long range that game was off the charts. It seemed like every time the home crowd got going, they just took the wind out of their sails with another three-point barrage.
Yeah, those bombs were really falling.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Lowry and DeRozan, they're at the backcourt. Terrence Ross is out there with Tyler Hansbrough, and it's Valanciunas in at the center position. Well, the Toronto Raptors guys looking at a rebrand for a team starting next season to celebrate their 20th anniversary in the league. Boy, time flies. New colors, Steve, and a new logo.
Yeah, they'd even considered a name change, but decided to stick with the Raptors. But a chance perhaps to go with that bird of prey connotation rather than a dinosaur.
And here's Rose. 14 points from him the last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And what an extraordinary display of passing in that game, too, Kevin. He's making all the right decisions offensively.
Now, here is Lowry. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Passes to Ross. On the wing, DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Off target from three-point range.
When you go back to when the Raptors came into existence in 1995, it was Jurassic Mania, thanks to the hit movie at that time. That influenced the fan vote when it came to the team's name, but I think the Tyrannosaurus thing may soon go extinct.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris.
Well, you talk about the branding of this Raptors team, the new uniforms. Of course, we saw the Toronto-bred rapper Drake at a lot of their games sitting courtside. They had the playoff run last year. This is, I think, an up-and-coming franchise with a lot of appeal.
Last outing for the Bulls, it was a loss to Cleveland.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed. And sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
Outstanding job there to absorb the contact and guide it in.
That's how you impose your will against the defender. He came to play.
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the night here. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Rose against Lowry. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. The kick outside to Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall. A three-pointer, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gasol screen. There's the dish to Butler. So the wing on the left. And it's Rose penetrating. Shoots off the step back. And he nails the jumper. Lowry with the ball. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Washington.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. And he contributed in a number of ways.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. And the three off target. Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Gasol passes to Butler. He dishes it to Dunlap. Floats one, and it's Rose. This time the assist by Dunleavy.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Toronto trailing. Lowry dishes to Hansbrough. And there's the pass to Ross. DeRozan in the corner. 6 on the shot clock. And the Raptors miss again.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside. DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
Now here's DeRozan after the miss from Pau Gasol.
Nothing dropping for him, so I think in the best interest of his team, he may need to think about not shooting right now.
Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Pass to Butler. The rebound by Hansbrough. And it's the Raptors' ball. Trailing by 2. Defeated by the Wizards in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
Here's Noah after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Rose goes in. Noah trying to get open. Offensive rebound. Here's Butler. It doesn't go either for Butler.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Here's DeRozan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so he hits both. Bulls have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Noah with a screen on Lowry. Rose passes to Butler. The layup off target.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Ball's knocked loose, and that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession.
13 seconds.
And here is Ross. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Just 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan. Butler with the ball.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lets it go from 11. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Toronto's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. He lobs it up and finished off by DeRozan.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. He put it on an absolute platter for him.
Here's Rose, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Rose dishes to Butler. Butler missing again. Raptors with the lead. It's DeRozan with the drive. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, I tell you what, the D was way too soft right there, like Jell-O. You got to do better than that.
Clark, he's not the kind of guy you want to get in the way of.
No, exactly. He's a hard man to stop coming down the lane, but you've got to have good position before the play starts.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
Terrence Ross, I think, has a chance to be an elite 3-and-D player at the NBA level. Has three-point shooting and defense for the uninitiated. Tremendous athleticism and a beautiful stroke.
And Lowry gets double-teamed. Ross against Rose. Ross kicks to Lowry. Takes the three. That's good. And it's a 7-point Raptor lead. And Terrence Ross can make some highlights, Steve, around the rim.
Yeah, so athletic. You'd like to see him get to the line a bit more. I think he has a tendency to settle, but as he is, a pretty efficient scorer.
And Rose wide open. He shoots. And a great assist by Heinrich as that one goes in.
Really hard to find fault with anything he's doing this quarter, at least at the offensive end.
Lowry a screen on Heinrich. Outside DeRozan. In the corner, it's Hansbrough. Back to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Lowry passes to Ross. And again, Toronto with the triple.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shooters.
Yeah, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Now here's Rose. He has 6. Lowry with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. The drive by Lowry, and it's blocked by Gasol.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well. Kirk Heinrich in his 12th season out of Kansas. Remember covering this guy in college. Still a quality defensive combo guard. At 6'4", tremendous IQ and anticipation really helps him at the defensive end. And he's, I think, a little underrated offensively, too.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. And Heinrich playing big numbers for the Bulls last season. But Steve, his shooting percentages have started now to tail off over the last few years.
I think his defense is really what keeps him on the court at this point, Kevin. Offensively, still a good playmaker and a decision maker, but he's not going to be a big scorer.
Now here's Williams following the miss by Derrick Rose. Williams dishes to Johnson. Kicks it to Vasquez. Johnson the screen. Williams with a clean look. And again, no good by Toronto.
And no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent. The result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now here's Rose. Here's Noah. Here's Gasol. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Gasol's got his first points in this one.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Vasquez kicks to Williams. Pass to Johnson. And the layup's good off the glass. Johnson's got his first bucket of the night.
They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Yeah, they've been the aggressors, Clark, and getting the ball inside into that lane area has been huge for them.
Chicago calls timeout.
James Johnson really seemed to solidify his place in the league with his play last year. You can tell he's slimmed down, and he's never looked more athletic.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Brooks kicks to Butler. The feed to Snell. Back to Butler. Dishes it to Mirotic. Takes it from 10. Drained for 2 points. And Johnson in great shape, able to play that hustle role.
And he's one bad man, Kevin. He comes from a martial arts family now. James, his parents, and his siblings all are black belts. Don't mess with those folks, man. Do not mess with them. Rivas Vasquez, a 6'6" point guard out of Venezuela by way of the University of Maryland, is really a good passer and playmaker. Plays with a swagger and moxie that you love to see. A couple seasons back, this guy averaged 9 assists a game.
Outside Butler. He kicks it to Mirotic. Back to Butler. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's stolen by Vasquez. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. Williams leading the charge. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Here's a look at some stats for Grievous Vasquez. How his last 10 games have gone. He's around 10 points per game, 4 assists, and 4 rebounds. I'm sure he's happy with the way things have been going. Those are some nice, steady numbers.
Well, how could he be unhappy about them, Steve? I mean, you'd probably like to see just a little more of an uptick in them, just the same, but nothing to not be content about there.
And the second free throw, good. And Vasquez with great size, Steve, for the point guard position.
And not an elite athlete, so he sometimes lacks the quickness to guard opposing point guards, but his height, his strength, and his grit and anticipation makes him really a viable option against a lot of different matchups in the league.
He feeds it to Williams. Johnson, a wide open look. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Johnson's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball. Bulls trail by 10. Brooks kicks to Snell. Back to Brooks. Feeds to Butler. 1:02 left to play here in the first. Shot clock at 5. Brooks. And again, Chicago. No good. Toronto leading by 10. Vasquez with it. Butler covering. Now here's Vasquez. Defense right on him. Patterson passes to Williams. Johnson inside. Banked in off the glass. Johnson's got 5.
This defense has been way too soft early on. They've got to start playing with some energy.
You know, Steve, do something, anything to throw their shooters out of rhythm is what's got to happen here.
Takes the 12-footer and hits. Johnson left side. Shot's good.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Brooks outside. Here's Snell. Offline with his 3. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. It's the Raptors up by 12. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
Yeah, the defense has been terrific. They came out right from the beginning, alert and focused, and they've been really good at that end of the floor.
And I think Coach has to be pleased with the effort, Steve.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Bulls. Mirotic is out there with Muhammad. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Tony Snell. And it's McDermott in at the 1 spot. Outside Butler. Down low. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on DeRozan.
Doug McDermott was a high school teammate of Harrison Barnes back in Ames, Iowa. They helped the team win 53 straight games and back-to-back state titles. At the time, Barnes was seen as the surefire NBA prospect, but McDermott became a superstar in his own right, playing for his dad at Creighton.
Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Toronto. And it's going to be 2 free throws, true contact on the shot. And Doug McDermott ended up playing for his father. Creighton dad didn't take it easy on him either. And, do you think that, Clark, prepares him for playing under a demanding coach like Tom Thibodeau?
Without question, Kevin. I mean, you play for a demanding coach in college, and it prepares you for what you're going to face in a coach like Tom Thibodeau, who holds his guys to a high standard of accountability, demands an awful lot out of them, and in practice and in games. So I think Doug McDermott will be well prepared for what is going to be required as a member of the Bulls.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, the Bulls coach Tom Thibodeau, known as one of the most demanding coaches in all the NBA, he said the teams that are special always play with a rare intensity. That's just how championship caliber teams play. He added, I don't think you really feel pressure if you're putting everything you have into each and every day. Sound strategy, Kevin.
He's one of the best getting that kind of effort from his players, Doris. Thank you. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
Raptors leading by 11. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Lowry dishes to Patterson. Patterson setting the pick for DeRozan. Ross in the corner. To the left side wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's DeRozan missing. This gives them the opportunity to get within 10. McDermott kicks to Butler. To the middle. It's stolen by DeRozan. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
And now let's take a look at some numbers for Jonas Valanciunas. He's had a great second half of this season. 5th in field goal percentage. And in terms of rebounding, he's in the top 20 in the league. So a guy who can really take care of the boards for you.
And you go back to his shooting percentage just for a minute here, Steve. I mean, you think about it. What makes a guy a high percentage shooter? Well, you take the shots that you work on. You don't take bad shots. And you let the game come to you. You don't force shots.
Bulls trail by 11. Now McDermott. Pass to Snell. McDermott kicks to Muhammad. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Muhammad's got 4 points now in the quarter. Raptors leading by 9. Outside Lowry. There's the dish to Hansbrough. Hansbrough is screen on Butler. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. And the Raptors miss again. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And the pass to Muhammad. And the rejection by Valanciunas. It's 2-on-1. Here's DeRozan. Here's Ross. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Chicago calls timeout. Some changes for Chicago. Inside or out, this is a collection of players that has really been doing the job lately. The leading rebounders from the shooting guard position since the All-Star break. Second is DeMar DeRozan.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. You know, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still an important skill to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. As much as you can do to help your team, you increase your value and your importance. And the guys on this list give their team a huge boost with their ability to squeeze the orange.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. You look at the Bulls. Right now they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, the Toronto Raptors sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
Seeing where the Bulls are, they've been about as good as advertised this season. I mean, clearly one of the top teams in the league, no doubt about it.
Oh, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, Clark, no doubt about it. This is an elite team playing at a very high level right now.
Offensive rebound. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Nice work. Get inside and draw the foul.
Yeah, it's obvious. The defense is not going to allow many easy layups. They're going to make you earn it from the line.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some offensive promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Pass to Gasol. It's stolen by Valanciunas. An even 3-on-3 break. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And the ball is good. Rose has got it back down to single digits for Chicago. Mike Dunleavy, the former number 3 overall pick out of Duke, back in 2002.
Yeah, he played on that Duke team back in 2001 that won the NCAA championship. Played alongside Williams and Boozer. Never really became a star, but a quality player over his 12-year NBA career.
And here's DeRozan, following the three-pointer by Derrick Rose. Ross kicks to Lowry. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Lowry's got 13 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Mike Dunleavy Jr. is the son of a former NBA player and coach, Mike Sr. Actually, I played against Mike Sr. during his days. And Mike Sr., the dad, was a 6'3" point guard. Mike Jr. at 6'9". Because of that exposure to his dad's game, Mike Jr. has always had great ball handling skills even at 6'9".
Now here's Hansbrough. Outside Lowry. Hansbrough setting the pick for Lowry. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lowry's got the lead up to 13 now for the Raptors. Chicago's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far.
And for Dunleavy, a really smart help defender, and offensively has become more and more reliable with his three-point shot here in the latter part of his career.
Now the Raptors moving it up. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
And again, no good by Chicago.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there, a great effort.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his third foul of the game. Butler, he's checked in for Kirk Heinrich. Outside Rose. Butler on the wing. It's up a 3. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. 6 points for Butler.
Now they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Lowry against Rose. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
That was an awfully risky pass, guys. Lucky it didn't wind up as a steal.
Well, it nearly did wind up as a steal, but no harm done in the end. They hang on to possession.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 8.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Rose goes in, and he overshot that one, missing.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Ross passes to Valanciunas. A leaner. No good. Good work defensively by Gasol. Bulls trail by 12. Outside Butler. Back to Rose. Goes up on the wing. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Now here's DeRozan. Last time 14 points for him. Shoots a 3. The offensive rebound.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
Well, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this league.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Inside and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. A new group in now for the Raptors. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Ross. Williams, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. Vasquez. The kick out to Williams. Good on the triple. And the Raptors lead by 13.
Seems like guarding him on the perimeter is not a priority for this defense, but it will become one if he continues to knock them down.
Out to the right wing. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Dunley. Kicks to Rose. A 3-ball. Another 3 for Chicago.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
Now here's Vasquez. He's covered by Rose. Pass to Johnson. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Johnson's got his 3rd basket of the night. Bulls trail by 12. Rose with the ball. He's got 12. A step back shot here. The rebound by Hansbrough. Hansbrough's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Noah.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
In the corner, it's Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Butler up top. Out to the right wing. 6 to shoot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Butler's got 10 points.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Johnson with a screen on Rose. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That is his first foul of the game. And Toronto making a change. Patterson's checked in. Stolen by Noah. To the inside. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Dunleavy.
That's pretty much been the norm for them. Getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burton. Doris, what do you have?
Well, interestingly, guys, Joakim Noah draws inspiration from music. Not the typical selections you might think. He is a huge reggae fan. Noah said, quote, "People think reggae is such happy music, but really listen to the lyrics. It's about empowerment. It's about uniting people. It gives me strength on the floor." Guys?
Noah, definitely a unique player and character in the NBA. Good to see. Good kid. Thank you, Doris. Kept alive. Noah kicks to Gasol. Butler against Johnson. Shoots a 3. Rose can't get that one to fall.
I think he's got to find another way to contribute, Kevin, besides looking to shoot the ball. I mean, he just can't get anything to bounce his way this quarter. So he's got to do other things.
Here's Johnson. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. You look at Butler. Opposing teams always need to know where he is on the court.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. I mean, those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
Well, the 2-guard position is where we often find the team's best defender, and that's definitely the case with these guys. Every one of their teams leans on them heavily at the defensive end.
Bulls trail by 9. Outside Rose. The feed to Butler. Rose dishes to Dunley. Back to Rose. Clock at 6. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Derrick Rose, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, now playing for his hometown Bulls. He even became a partner and endorser for Chicago's top deep dish pizza chain. He does represent this town.
You talk about Derrick Rose's culinary interest. He's looked to change his diet for the better.
Yeah, he needed to, Kevin, because, he was a big fan of candy when he came into the league. It was kind of his vice. He said he would eat up to 2 pounds of candy in one sitting. I mean, how about that? It off right in the face of the big fella. Quick release.
And operating on the perimeter like that negates some of the height disadvantage, too.
Now here's Rose. 14 points for him. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the wing right side. Lets the three fly. Rose with another miss. Now here's Johnson. And here's Vasquez. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And we've reached halftime in this one. Raptors lead by 9. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Go up.
Okay, Kevin, here with Coach Casey. And, Coach, you've done a tremendous job forcing turnovers and getting into your transition game. What do you tell your guys to keep them to keep doing what they're doing?
Push the ball. We always want to push the ball. That's to stop.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He has 15 points and a couple of nice steals, too. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist and also making some nice steals.
Well, you're right, Clark. He's been equal parts creative and disruptive.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan, there's the backcourt. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Ross in at the small forward. Here's Rose. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point guard. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. You didn't call fouls, so you just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
Offensive rebound. Hansbrough. Lowry passes to Hansbrough. Ross kicks to Lowry. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the jam by Ross.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Outside Butler. Dishes it to Dunlap. Back to Butler. There's some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut to just 7 points in the basket from Rose. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. There's a good screen. Shot from 12. And it's blocked by Rose. And here comes the break. Here's Butler.
Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Raptors have gone 8 of 13 from the free throw line.
Well, you look at the numbers, 79% as a team on the season. That's very impressive.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. And it's Rose penetrating. He feeds it to Noah. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Toronto leading by 4. Lowry with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Now Hansbrough. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 5 on the clock. Here's DeRozan, and count it from 19 feet away. And the Raptors lead by 6.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Lowry against Rose. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. And Ross with the slam.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
The Bulls have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Noah with a screen on Lowry. Rose attacking. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Oh, they're now +5 in the rebound category, really controlling the glass.
And rebounding is one of those non-glamour stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity and physicality. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, it's funny, Clark, some people thought that Joakim Noah was considered a bust when drafted by Chicago.
Very premature assessment of that young man. I tell you, you talk about having to eat crow for those who felt that way. The two-time NCAA champion, Noah has now rightly become revered as the heartbeat of this scrappy Bulls team, an All-NBA, an All-Star, and also an All-NBA defensive player as well.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Ozzie Muhammad's checked in for Noah. Tony Snell comes in for Dunleavy. Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose.
Well, Noah has that boisterous, playful personality. I think his quirks maybe threw people off early on, but he's a wonderful teammate. He's unselfish. And I think more than anything, you know, his unguarded personality sort of helped him connect with his teammates.
And for Noah, who is really gregarious and outgoing off the court, you get in between those lines and his intense competitiveness becomes apparent. I mean, he's locked in all business. Fierce competitor, laser focused on winning. He's not worried about making a few enemies in the process.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Dwayne Casey had some words for his team. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Now here's Brooks, looking for his first basket still in this one. Snell dishes to Gasol. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
The Bulls making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Lowry against Brooks. Left side, DeRozan takes the 13-footer. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 5th assist in this one. Bulls trail by 10. Brooks kicks to Heinrich. Feeds to McDermott. Passes it to Brooks. Dish now to Heinrich. 6 to shoot. Mohammed can't get it to go. And Toronto will come the other way.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle. And that's held true in this one so far, Steve.
And even if it's only a modest advantage that they have in that category, it's still a significant factor.
Here's Hansbrough. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Hansbrough's got his first basket of the night.
You know, when the size advantage is that pronounced, I mean, that's exactly what you should do offensively in this situation. Take it strong to the middle.
Brooks against Lowry. And there's the pass to Gasol. The shot from the low post is good. Gasol's got 4 this quarter. Toronto leading by 10. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Denial. McDermott with it. Brooks. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. Brooks has got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Bulls. And here's Lowry. 16 points for him. Here's DeRozan. That's good. DeRozan's got 16.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Chicago calls timeout. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
Joakim Noah, he's checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Aaron Brooks. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Back to Rose. Tries it from 9. It's Reaper.
Yeah, it's been a really gritty performance. They'll have some bruises to show for it, but that's the way it should be. You should feel that you competed when you do that work inside.
DeRozan again throws. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Anytime they've had a chance to attack the lane, they've done so. The penetration has been impressive.
They've also been pounding it inside tonight and coming away with a lot of points in the paint. I call those PIPs.
Williams, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Chicago with the ball. It's a 10-point game. And the wide open shot from Rose. Connects from 3-point range. Rose has got 9 points here in the second half. Williams against Rose. Williams passes to Patterson. He kicks it to DeRozan. And Kirk Heinrich picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Raptors. Johnson comes in for Valanciunas. And James Johnson is subbed in for Ross. On defense, the Bulls, they trail by 7. And again, Toronto no up.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Rose attacking. That one wide left. The Raptors have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. Oh, here comes Heinrich all alone. And Gasol slams it in.
Well, they won't be down for long if they can get some more early offense just like that.
Well, that's the best way to get that early offense, Clark. As soon as you come up with a steal, just sprint the other direction.
Johnson in the corner. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Rose. Patterson can't get it to go. Bulls trail by 5. Heinrich kicks to McDermott. Outside Rose. Pass to Heinrich. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Here's Johnson. The putback. And Johnson with the stop. And the Raptors lead by 5.
Tell you what, coaches love to see that kind of hustle, guys. I mean, getting after it on the offensive boards, that's always a winning play.
Absolutely.
Now, coaches love to see the hustle, but the fans love to see the dunk.
Rose dishes to Heinrich. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
So let's take a look at some of the numbers for Pau Gasol. What a run he's had. The past few weeks have been just tremendous for him. He's averaging 20 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 assists. What incredible numbers. He's been a beast.
Yeah, one of the truly elite players at the top of his game, Steve. He's a marvel when he gets it going.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott, and it's Butler in for Kirk Heinrich. And the Raptors also making a change. Vasquez, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan.
Looking now at some numbers for Joakim Noah. In the back half of the season, so far, he's been fantastic. 14th in rebounding. And, of course, passing, such a big part of his game, one of the top 15 leading assist men in the NBA.
And, you know, just to touch on that rebounding average again, Steve, I mean, he's a gritty player in the paint. Sandpaper-like. I mean, just makes it tough on other people. There's not much more than you can ask of him in that area.
Rose passes to Butler. He dishes it to Noah. And the wide open shot from Rose. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those, and this lead will be double digits.
Vasquez kicks to Williams. Johnson left side. And off the glass. That one's good. Johnson's got 9. Bulls trail by 9. Outside Rose. Kicks it to Butler. Rose up on top. Guarded by Vasquez. Shot clock at 6. From 11 feet away. Rose with another miss.
Good percentage shot, though. That's one they'll take any day of the week.
Pass to Johnson. Expanding his range. The rebound by Noah. Noah's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Here's Rose. Drills the baseline jumper. Rose has got 11 points in the quarter.
What a quarter for him at the offensive end. He's ignored the scoreboard and continued to go out there and do his thing.
Vasquez dishes to Johnson. The feed now to Vasquez. Fires the 3. It's all in by the Bulls.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense. And his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
Now here's Vasquez. Not a lot of room. Dishes to Johnson. Lets it go from the wing. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Butler goes in. Can't hit. Now Vasquez averaging 9 points per contest. And he feeds it to Williams. Johnson, a wide open look. Again, Johnson missing. From half court, no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Toronto ahead, leading by 7. And we'll be back with you right after this. Bulls trail by 7. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. Inside at the 4 and 5 are Gasol and Noah. And it's Dunleavy in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Noah in the post. Valanciunas is there. And the basket good. Noah's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Raptors leading by 5. Lowry passes to Ross. On the wing, Johnson. Passes it to Ross. Johnson kicks to Valanciunas. Stolen by Noah. To the paint. Ross with the steal. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Misses from short range. And Chicago shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Rose in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Rose can't hit. The Raptors shooting 43% from the floor. Outside Lowry. Feeds it to Ross. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. Tyler Hansbrough checked in for Toronto. DeRozan comes in for Williams.
Amir Johnson drafted straight out of high school back in 2005. Now in his 10th season in the NBA, and he's only entering his prime now.
Outside Rose. Top of the key, Butler. Lowry against Rose. Takes the 13-footer. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Looking at the game for Gasol, he's got 10 rebounds, and his 2 blocks have given them a lift defensively.
Well, you have to protect the rim, partner. You know that. And when you do that as well as he has today, it really bodes well for your team.
Both free throws good from Gasol.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA's other big men.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. It's tipped. Butler with the steal. Now here's Rose. The fast break opportunity. And slam dunk by Butler.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Here's DeRozan. And the Raptors miss again. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Rose. The kick outside to Butler. The dish to Dunlap. Right side, Butler. Clock at 4. No good with the wing jumper.
They've been strong on the boards. There's no disputing that.
That's what the box score says. Still anybody's game, though.
Lowry dishes to Ross. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game. The Bulls have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Rose goes in. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The free throw drops for Rose. Chicago making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. He's off on the second.
Tyler Hansbrough, known as Psycho T back in North Carolina. Big-time banger. Seeks contact offensively. He draws a lot of fouls, too.
Now Rose. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And Butler, here we go. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And Hansbrough's single-minded offensively, and I don't mind that. Hey, you catch the ball in positions he gets it in to score. Some would even go so far as calling him a black hole, but, you know, last season he was a little more selective, and I think he had his best season yet as far as scoring efficiency.
Seems like he's gotten every single rebound today.
Glass eating at its finest. I mean, you're not going to see a guy with 20-plus boards too often. That's an impressive number.
Here's Noah, and it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Lowry's got
last couple of seasons. As well, you know, he's got good mobility for his size, so keeps himself in the mix for all those loose balls.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Milicic is checked in for Noah, and Brooks subbed in for Rose. Some changes for Chicago. McDermott comes in for Dunleavy, and it's Heinrich in for Butler. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He laid one thing out there for them, saying, now is the time to eliminate any chance of a mistake. We've got a good lead. Don't take any unnecessary risks or commit a silly foul. Smart basketball from here on out.
Heinrich against DeRozan. Back to Brooks. Heinrich outside. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
DeRozan's shot is good.
He can be dangerous from outside. Sure, he didn't get one to go in the first, but we know he can get on the roll and knock him down.
Now here's McDermott. Will it go? Second shot opportunity. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Kirk Heinrich.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Here's McDermott. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Toronto's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Valanciunas passes to Ross. Wide open. Again, Toronto.
The more touches he gets, the more this lead will grow. He has just been unconscious this quarter.
And Chicago shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. McDermott kicks to Brooks. Brooks, left side. And blocked. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Ross on the wing. Guarded by Heinrich. Brooks against Lowry. And DeRozan. Here we go.
Looking at the game for DeRozan. He's got 21 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Yeah, he's got to take his time behind the arc.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Bulls trail by 14. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And Brooks, here we go. And Mirotic kicks to Gibson. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Raptors moving the ball around. Ross with a wide open look. Off target with his three.
How it happens? He's wide open, but just couldn't get it to go.
Mirotic dishes to McDermott. Took him no time at all on that one. Here's Toronto. They're on a 13-5 run here. Outside Lowry. Shoots from 14. No good off the back of the rim. And Chicago shooting 41% for the game. Heinrich passes to Gibson. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And DeRozan kicks to Ross. A floater. Mirotic grabs the miss. Here's Chicago. A 12-point game. Brooks outside. There's the pass to Mirotic. And the rejection by Valanciunas. And they get it back. Just 5 on the clock. McDermott with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And DeRozan. Here we go. And that one goes long. Chicago's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Here's Brooks. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
Well, he gave the officials no choice there. Easy call. Went right over the top.
Yeah, he's got to go straight up when he's under the boards in that kind of traffic. Can't chest first into the man in front of you. That's a foul.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Lowry setting the pick for Ross. There's the pick. He kicks to Valanciunas. On the wing, DeRozan. Ross dishes to DeRozan. Pulls up on the wing. It's all in by the Bulls. Gasol's got 11 rebounds in the game. Rose against Lowry. Rose, that's good. Raptors leading by 10. Outside Lowry. Pass to Hansbrough. On the wing, DeRozan. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle. And he really took advantage.
Rose kicks the butt. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Toronto, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Lowry passes to Valanciunas. He dishes it to DeRozan. Off the screen, and it's good. DeRozan's got 24.
Boy, they look helpless defensively.
Here's Rose. Kicks it to Noah. Outside Butler. Pass to Rose. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Hansbrough. Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, and maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas.
They didn't shoot it well from the line in the first half. But they've turned it around here, and it's helped them secure the lead. I mean, free throw shooting is important when you're trying to pad a lead.
Bulls trail by 16. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Double team on Rose. Back to Butler. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 16 points for Butler.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
There's the feed to Ross. Back to Lowry. 6 to shoot. Good D by Gasol.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Dishes to Noah. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Butler can't get that one to fall.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Well, clearly we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. And I think this was an excellent all-around performance for Toronto.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
Yeah, they did. Their depth is really one of their greatest attributes.
In what's been a good season already, tonight's win will take their record to 50 wins, a big milestone here tonight.
It always takes someone stepping up, and that happened here as we got great numbers for Kyle Lowry. Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected energy into every play that was made out there.
The Raptors making a switch here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Tyler Hansbrough. Johnson, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry.
Jimmy Butler.
And Toronto has possession. At one point, they led by 16. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Vasquez. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Chicago's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. DeRozan with it. He feeds it to Vasquez. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. How much to be critical of with this win, Clark?
Not at all. I mean, they showed up not just to play. They showed up to give great effort and to win, and they did both.
Kyle, congratulations